If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new songs in the description. Tyler, the Creator, is likely dropping his new album that is called Welcome to the Disco, presumably, in 2023, and we also have somewhat of a date. Today we're going to go over all the evidence that we have on this new album, and we're going to break it down, so let's jump straight into this. I want to give a big shout out to Royce on the Discord and in the comments and the community in general. By the way, if you're not a part of it yet, make sure to go join the Discord, best hip-hop community on this planet, in the description. But he shared a lot of this with me, and then I just kind of went into, down the rabbit hole of what this could all mean. So we're going to be looking at what he said, and then going to be backing it up with some actual facts and some actual evidence that we got from the past couple of months and years of Tyler evidence. So we got to start out with the first thing that he said, which was, so basically his next album is about 98% coming out this year, probably around the spring, summer, since that's when he's dropped the past 3 albums. And I want to add one more thing. A guy on the subreddit even gave us an exact date to when this would be dropping. I just wanted to share this with y'all. This is not backed by actual evidence. It's just something that he came up with. But this person said 2023, Welcome to the Disco. We're going to get into why that is the title in a second. Welcome to the Disco will be the title of Tyler, the Creator's 7th studio album, releasing in 2023. I originally made this prediction on August 3rd of 2021, but I am formally timestamping it today, December 11th, 2021. This guy just kind of doubled down on it, and as Royce said, likely it's going to be spring, summer. That's when his past albums release. Is kind of like with the vibe that he's going for with a couple of, a lot of his releases. I mean, Flower Boy released during that time. Igor released. Call Me If You Get Lost released around that time. Now it's 2 years later, so also the 2-year gap that he usually got in between albums is again met. So we're just kind of in for some. Now let's look at the interesting stuff as to why this thing is called Welcome to the Disco. Royce said, it may actually be called Welcome to the Disco because in the Golf LaFroy stamps it says Welcome to the Disco, and Tyler likes to tease his next albums before they come out with his last album. For example, when he was at the Grammys and he had the famous suitcase, it also said on the stamps, Call Me If You Get Lost, and we had no idea that was going to be the new album. And this is very, very true. For example, as he said at the 2020 Grammys, back when Igor got nominated for a Grammy, when you looked at the tag of the Igor suitcase, right there in very small letters, it said Call Me If You Get Lost. And we never knew. We didn't pay attention to this, because why would you pay attention to this? But this was actually the title of the album that was going to come the next year. So that was actually a pretty cool move. And so we were kind of expecting him to do the same. And that's why Royce also said that if you look at the tags of the golf stuff that is dropping right now, for example, in a sweater, we can see that it says Welcome to the Disco right there in the tag. It's kind of like, if you didn't know about it, you would just kind of be like, it's just like a little line, a little statement he put in there, but there's definitely something to it. Also, when you got these passport holder things that you can buy, it says, for the sun seekers who flew the coop, it's sugar in the air, so keep your eyes wide. Call me if you get lost. Welcome to the Disco. And you can't tell me that, if you put 2 sentences at the end of this little poetry, whatever, and you say Call Me If You Get Lost was the title of the last album, and right below, also in a sentence that is kind of just on its own, it says Welcome to the Disco, that's going to be the next album. Come on. There's it's not a lot of, a doubt about it. A lot of fans have already agreed on this, and so this is kind of the evidence that is backing that. Now, Royce goes on to say, also DJ Drama says on the song Sweet off of Call Me If You Get Lost, Welcome to the Disco. So I think his next album may be a disco album. This is also true when you take a look at the lyrics for Sweet, or I Thought You Wanted to Dance. It's actually the intro to I Thought You Wanted to Dance. DJ Drama does scream as an ad-lib, Welcome to the Disco, again kind of doubling down on this, on this title of Welcome to the Disco. So again, another hint at that. Now, this thing with the disco influence thing, we're going to look at that next. There's some interesting stuff about this that dates back to a tweet from 2011. So let's look at this. So on January 22nd, 2011, before Goblin dropped, Tyler tweeted, Goblin is not going to sound like Bastard. Progression. I will be making Disco Fusion by my 4th album. Dead serious. Now, the 4th album was Flower Boy. We didn't get that Disco Fusion in a very prominent way. But people are saying that this new album, so Welcome to the Disco, is the 4th album of the new Tyler. So we got Flower Boy, Igor, Call Me If You Get Lost, and then, whatever this new one will be, Welcome to the Disco. That's what they're thinking. I'm not 100% sold on that idea of like dividing it into new Tyler and being like, oh, he meant the 4th album of the new Tyler back in 2011. It's kind of far-fetched, but he was even hinting at a disco theme back then, so it all comes full circle. I love Tyler for that, man. He has ideas that just come full circle. Well, kind of sticking with that disco theme, Royce sent me a snippet on YouTube and says, also you could possibly sample this song, which you can see most of the comments talking about Tyler's next album, and this is a snippet of a track from the 70s, I think, called Welcome to the Disco. And I've actually seen some people on the subreddit talk about this, so there is actually people talking, sending this sample back and forth. I think it's so far-fetched. There's nothing really backing that, so I don't want to put that out there as a 100% claim, but people are sending this track around and being like, okay, he could sample something like this, or like, get that influence there. Maybe we'll get it, maybe not. This kind of like in the air. And then for a couple of more details, Royce said, also have another thing on Tyler's album. Westside Gunn is a confirmed feature on it, and he got interviewed about the album saying Tyler was singing more and he was on some R&B shit. And also Westside Gunn was singing as well. So it could also have some R&B as well, like Igor. So that's just kind of like some additional info. Westside Gunn is going to be on there, which is dope. I'm really happy to see that they are collaborating on this new album. Also, again, on some R&B stuff like Igor. I think that's a dub for, Tyler can definitely push past his boundaries on stuff like that. So I think that this is actually pretty good news. And then one like random thing, Royce said, also apparently, I don't know where motherfuckers found this, but a few people on the Tyler subreddit said that Rae Sremmurd was in the studio with them. So I don't know if Rae Sremmurd was in the studio with Westside Gunn and Tyler. I don't know what kind of combo that would be. Kind of weird. Kind of like out there, but maybe that's happening. I just wanted to let y'all know. Now, last but not least, I wanted to add that Tyler has kind of been reflecting on this year. The last tweet on his account was, "This year was pretty. Thank you to everyone who came to a show, lended an ear, gave opportunities, tried some fragrance, etc." So it seems like he's like, closing this year out and he's starting to the new year with some fresh ideas. Maybe this new album, Welcome to the Disco. I'm just saying, it seems like he's in a reflective state of mind, and maybe that could also be a positive for the new album. So that is what we know so far about Welcome to the Disco, Tyler, the Creator's new album, likely dropping this summer, or this spring, summer, like May, June, July, August, something like that. I'm just saying, something like that. If it does come true, a lot of the people on the subreddit were right, and I wanna say that it also drops then, but I'm obviously not the first one claiming that. This is everything we know, all the pieces of evidence. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope y'all got something out of this. If you have any more info on this, please let me and all the fans out there know by letting us know in the comments. And if you want to get yourself a really nice hoodie, you can get the Benz Music hoodie by clicking on the merch bar below this video. It is insanely comfortable and keeps really warm in these very cold times right now. And you're supporting your boy, so I really appreciate that. Make sure you go check it out. So that is it. Now I want to know what y'all think about this. What are your thoughts on Tyler's new album? Do you think it's coming out the same time that everybody else is thinking it's coming out? Do you have some, theories or expectations that you want to see on here? All of your thoughts on this, please let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.